Good afternoon, YouTube. So these are the pedals that I originally put on my monster cross or gravel bike, and these are the Shimano PD-A530. So they're a platform and SPD clipless pedal, sort of a dual-sided design. So this side you can clip into your cleats here on your shoes, SPD mountain bike cleats, and then this side originally was just a concave platform, so it had these raised aluminum bumps in the casting, but they weren't sharp, they were just smooth, rounded over high spots. And I found that that was really slippery, so these shoes would tend to slide all over the platform. What I did was I machined those bumps off, and that's where you can see the raw metal there. And then in the recesses I drilled and tapped holes for set screws, and that gives really excellent grip when you're riding on the flats up in the dirt. And it really doesn't do much to the shoe. Here's my old shoes. There's a little bit of wear to them in there. These are actually about 10 years old. The shoes are just completely wearing out, so I finally picked up a new pair. Really hasn't chewed up the soles much at all. Yeah, and if anyone wants details on doing that, I can do a follow-up video. So that was pretty easy to do. The current pedal that I think Shimano has available is the EH500, and they come with holes already pre-drilled and pre-tapped, and I think they even come with the pins, so you can install those if you want. One downside of having these pins here is you got to be careful, because you get step down in front of the pedal like that, you will leave some marks on your skin. A couple of times I've had that problem. Your shin or the back of your calf will get caught on these. So there is a little bit of a downside to having the pins, but I'm willing to take that risk for the benefit they provide. Now, I have talked to a number of people and seen lots of comments on these, and a lot of people don't like these pedals because they're a little bit tricky. You never know which side, are you going to get the clip side or are you going to get the flat side? If you don't understand how these pedals work and how to use them, that can happen. You take off and you're on this side and you're trying to clip in and it doesn't work, and then you got to look down and you got to try to flip the pedal over. And so the trick to working with these pedals is they're balanced. They hang with the front of the pedal down. If you approach the pedal with your foot this way, if you come back, you will catch the flat side. And if you want to clip in, what you need to do is approach the pedal with your foot from behind, and it'll automatically go into the clip. Maybe you're taking off, you've got your left foot in the pedal, and you're pedaling down with your left foot. If you just bring your right foot from behind and step down, you're going to clip in. If you're on the flats, you want to do the opposite. You want to swing your foot in from the front and you catch the pedal that way. So that's the key to these, is you have to think, what side of the pedal do I want to be on, and then you approach from the proper sides. On my road bike, I've got the double-sided SPDs, and you can just step down and you're automatically clipped in because it doesn't matter which side you're on. So for the road bike, that's really nice, but for this bike, I want the option of this side for pavement and that side for the dirt. But yeah, they've held up. I've had these pins in here for probably 8-9 years. I think I've lost one there. Now on the other side over here, with this one I didn't bother doing the pins on the front and back, partly because that's the ones that scratch your legs, and then the other reason is I finally looked at the shoe, and with these SPD shoes, they have a big slot here in the middle so you can move the cleat around. So there's really no tread here or here to engage with any pins. So I found actually it's better if you just leave the pins out of the front and the back. If you're riding an SPD compatible shoe, there's just no real reason to have any pins because there's nothing for the pins to grab. I may go back and remove these pins here just because they really aren't effective here. I'll do a follow-up video on the cleats here. So these are the standard release cleats. These are my new shoes, and these are almost brand new cleats. And these things are so hard to release. These are, like I said, my old shoes. These are about 10 years old, and these have the multi-release cleats. You can see the M there, and there's a huge difference between these two. And I really do not like the standard release cleats. They're like very difficult to get in and out of compared to these. So I've got a set of multi-release cleats I'm going to put on these shoes, and that way I'll be able to tell the difference between just the cleats on the same shoe. So these I've always run the multi-release cleats. These I started out, I didn't pay attention. I just put the first set of cleats I found, and they're not the multi-release. So we'll try that out next. So stay tuned for that video. But yeah, if you're looking for a combination pedal, I really like this combination flat and clip. But yeah, if you have any experience running the A530 pedals or any of the combination flat and clipless pedals, if you have any other questions, post up in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.